Howdy, friends, everywhere's everybody, and howdy, Johnny Ryan. These are pretty close to the words you would have heard on KVOO at the beginning of a live broadcast during the noon hour from this stage at Cains Ballroom in Tulsa. Today, September 16th, we're paying tribute to a man who loved everybody and loved the music he played. The boys and girls standing on this stage today knew and loved Johnnie Lee, and that's why we're here to relive a live broadcast from Cains Ballroom on KVOO. So Johnnie Lee, I know you're listening. This show is especially for you. Oh, gosh, I see so many smiling faces here at Cains Ballroom today, and so many great Johnnie Lee Wills boys and Candy No on the bandstand. We're going to have a great time, y'all, and without further ado, here's Johnnie Lee Wills' boys and a great song called Time Changes Everything. There was a time when I thought of no other, and we sang our own love refrain. Our hearts beat as one, and we had our fun, but time changes everything. When you left me, my poor heart was broken. Our romance seemed all in vain. But now the dark clouds are gone, and there's blue skies again, 'cause time changes everything. Change the name of an old song, rearrange it and make it swing. I thought nothing could stop me from loving you, but time changes everything. And I forgot you. Mother Nature does wonderful things. I guess that it's true for me and for you, that time changes everything.
Curly, you'll want to sing the rest of the day, I believe, after that kind of applause, won't you? Here's Curly Lewis singing Whose Heart Are You Breaking Now?
I was the one that you fooled yesterday. Whose heart are you breaking now? You took our romance and threw it away. Whose heart are you breaking now? I was the one that you fooled yesterday. What have you done with these vows? Somebody else is a king for a day. Whose heart are you breaking now? That you fooled yesterday. Whose heart are you breaking now? You took our romance and threw it away. Whose heart are you breaking now? What has become of the love we once knew? What have you done with these vows? Somebody else is a king for a day. Whose heart are you breaking now?
Curly Lewis, the Johnnie Lee Wills Band. Oh, Curly, that sounds so good. Boy, I see the flash bulbs flashing. A lot of folks here taking a lot of pictures today, and I see a lot of young kids with us today, and it's good to have you here. Johnny would have loved you, I'll tell you that. And of course, I know a lot of you have heard a lot of stories about the Wills days and the good times here at Cains Ballroom, and of course, Larry Schaefer letting us share Cains Ballroom with you today, just as they would have done years ago. And of course, this is one memory we'll never let die. The Wills family and my friend, the greatest man that I've ever known, and a boy that's done so much for me, the great Johnnie Lee Wills and the Wills family. I want to say hi to Tom Childs. Tom Childs with us today. Ada Perry, who, you all remember Ada Perry, if you ever came to Cains Ballroom, she took you money out there, I'll guarantee you. Ada's with us. And Ada, wave at everybody. It's so good to have you with us on KVOO. Ada Perry's with us. Tom Childs, of course, got our friend O.W. Mayo here for us today, and he does so much for us, and we appreciate that. Request time, howdy to Leona Eubanks of Allen, Oklahoma, and to Roy Ferguson, Jr., and all the folks over at the dialysis today. He couldn't be with us today, but I know he loved Johnnie Lee, and we want to send a song out to him. And, you know, I was thinking a while ago, one of the expressions that Johnnie Lee used to use a lot, because Clarence smiled so much, he'd say, here's that smiling piano man, Clarence Cagle. Y'all remember that? Clarence over there on the piano. Right next to him, one of the finest guitar pickers in the business, and I'll tell you what, it's been many years ago, and Roy Ferguson just stepped in front of him. A nice hand for Benny Garcia, ladies and gentlemen. And today's show, under the direction of a boy who owns Roy and Candy's Music in Tulsa, loved Johnnie Lee and the entire Wills family, Roy Ferguson. You met Curly Lewis a couple of times in song. How about a nice hand for him once again on the fiddle and vocal, Curly Lewis. And we're certainly glad that this next boy is living back in our part of the country, and we'll be able to share some of the memories with us from time to time, our friend Don Toll. And back behind me, everybody knew Amos Hedrick Sr., one of the finest showmen and fiddlemen in the business. This boy, let me tell you, he don't take a back seat to nobody. Amos Hedrick Jr., a nice hand for you. Back on the drums, little bitty fella. Oh, yeah. Boy, he is now. He's lost a lot of weight. How about a nice hand for Tommy Perkins, ladies and gentlemen? Back on the bass in the later years, a boy who worked with Johnnie Lee, the son of Cheryl Cummins, who loved Johnnie Lee Wills, and John did too. How about a nice hand for John Cummins on the bass? Well, we got a stage full of them, folks. Sitting down here on the guitar, world renowned. I don't care where you go. I've gotten in a many a door he don't even know about just mentioning his name. I know Eldon Shamblin, and there he is. And he'll probably charge me admission for all those times now. And when it comes to horns, there ain't nobody that gets after it like this next boy. Johnnie Lee called him Blub. Glenn Blub Reeves, ladies and gentlemen. And over on the steel guitar from Strawberry Country, and boy, I'll tell you what, anytime you say you're doing something for a Wills Tribute, you can count on him to be there. Jack Ryder on the steel guitar. Hi, Jack. And a little lady who took a lot of teasing and razzing from Johnnie Lee Wills and loved every minute of it, Candy No. Now that fills up the bandstand. Did I cover everybody? Did I take care of everything? One of my favorite instrumentals, and an instrumental we get a lot of requests for at KVOO. A lot of people have recorded it, and unlike the Wills family, here's Big Beaver. This is KVOO, Tulsa, Oklahoma, broadcasting live from Cains Ballroom, a tribute to Johnnie Lee Wills. We'll return on stage at Cains just minutes from now. Welcome back, everybody, to Cains Ballroom, live for the Johnnie Lee Wills Tribute. Are y'all having a good time? You know, standing beside me is the sweetest lady, the best friend, the best girl, the best woman that Johnnie Lee Wills could ever have on his mind, and he still has her there in his heart. Ladies and gentlemen, the wife of Johnnie Lee Wills, Irene. How about a nice hand for her? Irene, it's so good to have you at Cains today, and I know this brings back a lot of memories for you, and we all want you to know we love you.
Oh, it's just the most wonderful thing I've ever seen. Johnnie Lee would have been so proud.
Well, we're proud, honey, that we have the opportunity on KVOO. You know, Johnnie was so great for KVOO radio, and you might say put the name on the map of the Wills family, and we love you all for it, too, and that we'll never forget.
I want to thank you and Billy and KVOO and all these wonderful boys that gave their time, and Mr. Schaefer and Mr. Mayo and everybody that's here. Thank you so much.
And we want to thank you for your supporting a great man in the world of Western swing for so many years. A nice hand for Miss Irene Wells. Thank you, honey. And I wonder, Irene, stand here with me a minute. I wonder if the folks might recognize this gentleman here. I'll tell you what, we've got folks standing up all over the place and sitting down. Mr. O.W. Mayo, ladies and gentlemen, a nice hand for him. O.W., needless to say, I'm so glad to see your smiling face.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, Billy. It's a rather melancholy feeling among a lot of us that was with Johnnie Lee so long. And it would be pretty easy to cry a few tears, but you know, crying is not old-fashioned anymore.
Right.
And besides, someone has said that tears speak a language that God understands, and I think that's true. And although there's a few tears here today, I know that we're all enjoying it, and I am, and it's good that I was able to come. I'm sorry that I have to be in this wheelchair, but at least I'm enjoying it, and I appreciate so much what you've done.
Mr. O.W. Mayo, you've done it all. Thank you. I love you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Irene Wills, O.W. Mayo. A nice hand for him. And here's the band, all the boys of Johnnie Lee Wills.
And now I've suffered. My heart is filled with misery. truly fond and faithful heart, dear, should have never known distress. And in my sorrow I am weeping. To you, sweetheart, I will confess. Oh!
We're going to do this for Mr. Mayo out here tonight, or this afternoon. Ragmop.
Ragmop, Colonel, you got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. M, I say M-O, M-O-B, M-O-B-B, Mop, M-O-B-B, Mop, 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 R. I say R-A, R-A-G, R-A-G-G, Rag, R-A-G-G-M-O-B-B, Rag Mop Doodly-Da-da-da-dee, 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 R-A-G-G-M-O-B-B, Rag Mop. From Cains Ballroom, did you see the folks dancing, Mr. Mayo, Irene, having a good time at Cains? After all, that's why Cains Dancing Academy was here in the first place, to dance. And they've been dancing for years here, and we're glad to see y'all dancing. We've got a standing room crowd today. I mean, prove it to them at home, folks, wherever they are in big country, don't we, huh? A
Love it. I want to say hi to a special friend of Johnnie Lee's and Irene's, and a special friend of us all. Even if you don't know him personally, he's a special friend to you. And of course, he's with the Tulsa University TU. He's a historian on Western swing, and this man knows so much about our business, so much about the Wills family. My friend Guy Logsdon, it's good to have you with us here this afternoon. One of the finest steel guitar pickers, and I think everybody will agree with me, made his name out on the West Coast, came to Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're so proud he did. Speedy West is here in the audience with us today. Speedy, good to have you. Good piano player, of course, a good friend of Clarence's and a good friend of a lot of folks. Chuck Adams is in our studio, actually here at Cains Studio today. Chuck, good to have you with us. A special thanks to John Woolley of the Tulsa Daily World and all the folks with the Tulsa World for the great write-up. He's here today, he and his beautiful wife from the Tulsa World, and a special thanks to Ellis Widener and the folks at the Tulsa Tribune. They have all supported us 100%, just as you all have supported us today by being here, and we love you and appreciate it very, very much. So a nice hand for all the people supportive and for the folks at KVOO Radio. It is my pleasure to introduce you to a young man that, oh, his dad thought so much of him. Of course, he was at the rodeo with him, the Tulsa Stampede, for many years, even from a little boy right on up, riding the horse out there with him, and of course singing the great Wills songs. And I think one of the nicest young men that I've ever met in my life. If I had to express a word, being a man and saying, I love you, Guy, sometimes it's hard to do. I love you, John Thomas. John Thomas Wills, ladies and gentlemen.
That I am thinking of as I read the lines that to me were so sweet. I remember our faded love. I miss you, darling, more and more every day. As heaven would miss the stars above, with every heartbeat I still think of you and remember our faded love. I remember the past and all the pleasures we had as I watched the mating of the dove. It was in the spring time when we said goodbye. I remember our faded love. I miss you, darling, more and more every day, as heaven would miss the stars above. With every heartbeat I still think of you and remember our faded love, and remember our faded love.
John Thomas Wills. John,
Thank you.
everybody loves you.
Well, I love them too.
A special tribute to the father of John Thomas Wills today, and you see a lot of your friends, a lot of your dad's friends here today, and I'm sure you have a comment to make. We're going to break away for a few minutes right after this, and we'll be back with John Thomas to do one of your favorites. But thanks a lot for letting me share in your heart and your life today the memories of your dad.
Well, Billy, thank you, and thanks to all the fine folks, Mr. Stewart and everyone at KVOO, and of course Mr. Mayo and everyone here that I love. And of course, we count Mr. Mayo as family, and all these people, Roy and Candy, and all these great fellas back here in the band, and Larry Schaefer for letting us come here. And I'll tell you, we just can't tell you how grateful we are to each and every one of you listening over the radio, and all you fine folks that have taken time out of your day to come here and remember Dad at this birthday time, and we appreciate it very, very much. Thank you.
John Thomas Wills, ladies and gentlemen, will return to Cains Ballroom live on stage today, just minutes from now on KVOO.
Deep within my heart lies a melody, a song of old San Antone, where in dreams I live with a memory beneath the stars all alone. It was there I found beside the Alamo enchantment strange as the blue up above. A moonlit path that only she would know still hears my broken song of love. Moon in all your splendor knows only my heart. Call back my rose, rose of San Antone. Lips so sweet and tender, like petals falling apart. Speak once again of my love, my old heartbroken songs. Empty words I know still live in my heart all alone. On that moonlit path beside the Alamo, and rose my rose of San Antone.
John Thomas Wills. Yeah. San Antonio Rose. A lot of dancing right here at Cains Ballroom to that over the many, many years. You know, talking with O.W. Mayo, which we do every chance we get, O.W. can tell you more stories than anybody in the world. And I'll tell you what, I mean from the beginning right on up to now. In fact, he'd probably even do a better job of predicting the future than anyone I know. And I must say that an inspirational song, the hymn, as they called it on Thursday on KVOO, was very important to Johnnie Lee. O.W. Mayo tells me that they used to get so many requests for the hymns that they finally decided, not after too long a time, to devote Thursday's broadcast. Am I right, Mr. Mayo? Thursday's broadcast on KVOO was devoted to the hymns, and we used to hear some of the great old hymns. I don't think it would be a Johnnie Lee Wills Tribute without a hymn today on our show. So from Cains Ballroom, here's Johnnie Lee's Boys.
Church across the way, though the place may be old-fashioned, it's so peaceful as you pray. When you're singing with the choir, you can hear the angels say, you're another step toward heaven. In the church across the way.
Again, this show's for you, Johnnie Lee. And folks, we'll be right back at Cains Ballroom Live just minutes from now.
Baby, it must be love. I hear the church bells ring and I see visions clear. I hear the birdies sing, but I know darn well there's nobody there. Well, I don't like your shirt and tie. They don't seem to harmonize, and they don't match your big brown eyes. Baby, it must be love. I hear the church bells ring and I see visions clear. I hear the birdies sing, but I know darn well there's nobody there. But I don't like your shirt and tie. They don't seem to harmonize. They don't match your big brown eyes. Baby, it must be love. Well, I hear the church bells ringing, I see visions clear. I hear the birdies sing, but I know darn well there's nobody there. I don't like your shirt and tie. They don't seem to harmonize. They don't match your big brown eyes. Baby, it must be love.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Candy No. Candy, live from Cains Ballroom. I know that you had some great times working with and for Johnnie Lee Wills, and you might reminisce a little bit for us, okay?
Well, of course, I was the one he always picked on. I was either headed for the ladies' room, and that's when he wanted me on the stage.
Yeah.
He waited till I get in there, you know. or he'd start my songs before I even knew about it. I even knew what I was going to sing, and there I'd be running across the stage. He just loved it, whether I had shoes on or soaking wet or whatever.
He knew exactly how to do it. I want to give a message back to Jim Chase and the folks at the radio station right now. Of course, I may not be there Monday, but I ain't going to be there Monday anyway. We're going to go a little over, Jim, because I want to hear Candy do another song on the air all the way. And we're going to go a little bit over on the broadcast, and I'm sure I have the graces of KVOO Radio if the people want to hear a little. Do you? Okay. We'll do it. Here's Miss Candy No once again on KVOO from Cains.
This is Buck Bounce Boogie. Well, when I met you, you were sitting on a stool in a bar downtown, just trying to be cool. Well, seems everything has changed around. I bump into you. We bounce around and do bump, bounce, boogie. Bump, bounce, boogie. Bump, bounce, boogie. Bump, bounce, boogie. Yeah, we bump, bounce, boogie and dance like a crazy fool. I used to be shy, you wouldn't talk to me. Oh, but now you're nice, just nice can be. And when I see you smile, I never frown, I bump into you. Bounce around, do the bump, bounce, boogie. Bump, bounce, boogie. Bump, bounce, boogie. Bump, bounce, boogie. Yeah, do the bump, bounce, boogie and dance like a crazy fool.
Thank you, Candy. Thank you. Folks, this hour has been one of the most enjoyable hours that I've ever spent to pay tribute to such a great man. And actually, I know a lot of you have chill bumps today, and I know I have throughout the show. Again, I want to thank everybody associated with the show, and that means every one of you here at Cains Ballroom, and also you folks listening out in KVOO land. We're going to have to move right along now, and of course make room for more country music on KVOO. But again, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being here today. And I bet you if you stick around, the guys might play a little music for you for a few minutes. Would you like that? Huh? Well, I guess you'd say, so long, friends, it's time to go, but there's no better way to do it than to say it. But Johnnie Lee, I hope you've enjoyed your show today, pal. Happy birthday this September, and we love you, and we'll never forget you.
So long, friends, it's time to go. We bid you all adieu. Tune us in again sometime and let us hear from you. Johnnie Lee and all the boys sending thanks to you for your support and loyalty and your friendship too.
The coffee's all gone and my eyes burn like fire. It's way past the hour when most folks retire. You told me you'd call me, but you haven't yet, and I'm down to my last cigarette. I'm down to my last cigarette, for I know what made you forget. You're still out there somewhere with someone you met, and I'm down to my last cigarette. I can't leave this room. You might call while I'm gone. I'm down to my last cigarette, and I'm trying so hard to forget, but you're still out there somewhere with someone you met, and I'm down to my last cigarette. Oh, I'm down to my last cigarette.
There's a little black train coming down the track. You gotta ride that little black train, but it ain't gonna bring you back. You may be a barroom gambler and cheat your way through life, but you can't cheat that little black train or beat this final ride. Silken barroom ladies dressed in your worldly pride, you gotta ride that little black train coming in tonight. Your $1 million fortune, your mansion glittering white, you can't take it with you when the train rolls in tonight. Ready for your Savior and fix your business right. You've got to ride that little black train to make this final ride. You silken barroom ladies dressed in your worldly pride, you've got to ride that little black train, it's coming in tonight. You may be a barroom gambler, cheat your way through life, but you can't cheat that little black train or beat this final ride. There's a little black train coming down the track. You've got to ride that little black train, but it ain't gonna bring you back.
gonna kiss your red ruby lips? Who's gonna be your man? Mama's gonna shoe my pretty little feet. Mama's gonna glove my hand. Sister's gonna kiss my red ruby lips. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. Sister's gonna kiss my red ruby lips. I don't need no man. Down on your floor, make me a bed right down on your floor. I'll lay my head in a bed on your floor. I'm a poor lonesome boy, I'm a long ways from home. I'm a poor lonesome boy, I'm a long ways from home. I lay my head in a bed on your floor. Clock's striking midnight and daylight to go. Well, clock's striking midnight and daylight to go. I lay my head in a bed on your floor. Sheriff on my trail with the big 44. Well, sheriff on my trail with the big 44. I'll lay my head in a bed on your floor. Bed on the floor, baby, bed on the floor. I'll lay a head right down on your floor. I'll lay my head in a bed on your floor. Poor lonesome boy, I'm a long ways from home. I'm a poor lonesome boy, I'm a long ways from home. I'll lay my head right down on your floor. Ali-ole-ee, ali-ole-ee, ali-ole-ee. some people all do. The very next train come down that track, I bid that gal adieu. I bid that gal adieu, boys. I bid that gal adieu. And the very next train come down that track, I bid that gal adieu. Ride around, little doggy, ride around them slow. They're fiery and snuffy and raring to go. Ride around, little doggy, ride around them slow. Fiery and snuffy and raring to go. Old Bill Jones had a daughter and a son. The son went to college and the daughter went wrong. His wife got killed in a free-for-all fight. Still he keeps singing from morning till night. Ride around, little doggies, ride around them slow. Fiery and snuffy or raring to go. I'll ride the old paint, lead the old dam, go to Montana to throw the Julian. I'll feed 'em in the coulees, water in the draw. Tails are all matted, their backs are all raw. Ride around, little doggy, ride around them slow. Fiery and snuffy or raring to go. I worked in the town, I worked on the farm. All I gotta show is just this muscle in my arm. Blisters on my feet, callus on my hand. Going to Montana to throw the Julian. Ride around, little doggy, ride around them slow. Fiery and snuffy or raring to go. John Henry, when he was a baby, sitting on his mammy's knee, picked up a hammer in his little right hand, said, "That'll be the death of me, me. That'll be the death of me. That'll be the death of me, me, me. That'll be the death of me." Well, some said he's born down in Texas, some said he's born up in Maine. I just said he was a Louisiana man, leader of a steel driving chain gang, leader of a steel driving gang, leader of a steel driving chain gang, leader of a steel driving gang. Now the captain said to John Henry, what did he say? "I'm gonna bring my steam drill round, gonna bring my steam drill out on this job, and I'm gonna walk that steel on down, 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 walk that steel on down. I'm gonna walk that steel on down, 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 I'm gonna walk that steel on down." John Henry said to the captain, what did he say? Bring your steam drill around. You can bring your steam drill out on the job, and I'm gonna beat your steam drill down, down, down. Beat your steam drill down. Gonna beat your steam drill down, down, down. Gonna beat your steam drill down. John Henry said to his shaker, Shaker, you had better pray. If you miss your 6 feet of steel, tomorrow'll be your burying day, me shaker. I'll be your burying day. Now the shaker said to John Henry, well, a man ain't nothing but a man. I'm throwing 100 pounds from my hips on down, doing all that any man can. Doing all that any